Nah, they don't use Nyash snatch man from you, my sister. He's bad, though. He's bad, though. Okay. All right, let's bring your girl out. You stay very well on your line. My sister, please come. Clap, 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 clap. Oh, yeah. Eesh. Wow, I love it. I love it. What do you do?
I'm a model and a content creator, spiritual influencer.
Spiritual influencer. No, hold on. She's coming. You ask her when you reach your turn. Spiritual, maybe you pray to God now. She promotes maybe God, Abi?
Yeah.
Promote God, Abi? Okay. Oh, yeah, now. So, anyway, she want to market God. Is it your business? Smash or pass?
I think you're really cool, but pass. Yeah.
Why are you passing him?
You look like a pastor. I'm traumatized.
Shame.
Yeah.
You're traumatized already. Okay.
Pass. Yeah. So
Why?
your chain.
It's
My
chain.
Yeah.
What happened to
I'm
the
a
chain?
prince.
I don't like Christians.
Is it a prince?
Oh,
Oh, the cross.
this is just a
Chinegudio.
fashion now.
I say, okay, it's fashion.
Yes, no.
So you're not a
Even
Christian?
taking this. I'm a Christian, yeah. Are you a Muslim?
No, I'm not.
What are you?
Spiritual.
Spiritual. What do you mean spiritual?
Traditionalist.
More like, yeah.
Traditionalist. Okay.
I mean, I do have a snake tattoo.
Stay there.
Snake tattoo. Yeah.
You
So,
have a snake tattoo.
yeah.
Which no good luck me for both two.
I mean,
Wait, what do you mean spiritual? Explain it to
no,
us.
I'm spiritual, not religious. So yeah, I'm more of an eclectic practitioner.
What do you believe in?
I believe in God, the universe, nature.
Oh, Big Bang Theory, that kind of thing.
No, the universe, nature.
Nature. So how did God come? Wait now.
God is everything and everywhere. It's the essence
Let
of everything.
her lecture us now, please. Allow her.
God is that presence, the divine, omniscient presence that underlies the universe. So God is everything. God is you, God is me, God is everything.
So why are you against Christian?
Mana!
Because
Where's my
Christianity
friend?
is religion.
Where is the
I don't
pastor?
fuck
Call
with religion.
Mana.
You don't fuck with religion. Sorry, please, you are from which country?
I'm from Nigeria,
Which
Bayelsa.
state?
Benue.
Oh, Benue, Makodi.
Benue.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I won't pass.
You pass?
Yes.
But the devil might be passing. She should connect to him.
Yeah, she can connect to
So far,
different
her Bluetooth is
spirits.
on.
Yeah,
She
she can connect to
connects to
different.
anybody.
When it comes to
point
yoga,
is
Let
that
her explain
there is
herself.
no devil. There is neither God nor devil.
Yes.
That essence is inside of you. You are both the devil and you are the God.
No.
Because that essence of good and evil, it lies within you. So we hear everything that's manifest in the physical world is God being manifested as matter in physical, right? And then everything else is God in spirit. So God is spirit being manifested as humans.
You said what?
Sincerely, you saying you pass because of Jesus Christ on my neck is a red flag. So I will pass if there's a Ferrari. I will drive very fast. If there's a Bugatti, speed off. BMW, speed off. But
Sorry, were you born like this, or
No.
along the way you just choose to?
I was born to pastors, surprisingly. My
Hi.
parents are pastors.
Oh, our parents are pastors. Oh. Smash or pass?
Smash.
Smash! Clap!
You believe in this stuff?
I don't believe in Jesus.
Okay, you don't believe in Jesus. What? You just serve spirit.
Juju?
I
Juju?
serve God.
You serve God.
Yeah.
Don't you whine yourself now? Why you whine God like this? If you won't serve God, you serve God. If you won't serve Jesus, serve Jesus.
I don't serve your God. There's a difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
I mean,
what's
she
the
made
difference?
a very clear distinction that the God that I serve is not the God that you all serve, which I very much agree with.
Very good. Why can't they call my God? Say you serve him.
I serve God.
Who's
I
God?
don't serve your God.
Okay, your own
Her
God.
own
That
God.
is God.
G-O-D now.
You serve Gods.
You serve a deity named Yahweh.
Okay.
You don't even know the history of the religion you practice.
I don't know the
She
history.
said we're serving a deity called Yahweh.
Yeah.
Are you saying I'm serving a deity?
Yeah. The name of your God is Yahweh, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, do you know
Yeshua.
what? Do you know what?
Yeshua.
I just
So
pray God
Yeshua
should.
is not a God. Yeshua was a man who elevated. Right?
Jesus.
He ascended. He achieved Christ consciousness.
It's okay. Before thunder strike us.
A scientist checked our DNA, like he was trying to like cure a DNA, and he saw Yahweh, which was created by God, DNA in our DNA
Yahweh
correctly.
was created by God.
Yes, it was in our DNA. Well, then what do you
Okay.
serve?
I
Are you
have-
sure you're supposed to be
I
here?
have nothing to say to you.
You have nothing to say to that.
I have nothing.
Man, you don't have a God. Get a God, man.
Though religion is in between there, but I don't castigate religion.
Smash or pass?
I love a smile.
Thank you.
I smash. Yeah.
So, sir, what do you believe in?
Me? Yeah. I believe in
My God, no.
I believe in purity.
Purity.
Yeah, I believe in.
Believe in what?
I believe in God.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I believe God is the owner of the universe. Understand? So, God can actually give anybody whatever religion they wish to, because there's Muslims, Islams, they are traditionalists.
So let me ask you, say she's God. She is God. Would you worship her?
She can't be God.
You say she's not represented, she's God herself.
She's a representative of God, right? Yeah.
Right.
Likewise, me too.
Are you charmed?
No, I can't be charmed. I can't be charmed. No.
Sir!
I can't be charmed.
Sir!
Yeah?
Look at me!
I'm seeing you clearly.
What am I wearing?
You're wearing black.
Sir, look at me.
Yeah.
Smash or pass?
I smash.
No, look at me and say it.
I smash.
We have a smash! Please make your way out, make your way out.
What's up, wonderful human? Welcome to Tribe Haven. I'm by name Blessing Wash, and today I'm not here alone. I'm with Isaac. Isaac, welcome to Tribe Haven.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Here in Tribe Haven, we don't just aspire to succeed, but we aspire to thrive, because there's a difference between the two. So far as you have a goal and you're able to achieve it, one can see that you succeeded, regardless of whether you were frustrated in the process, or you lost your value, or you were just miserable, or you used the wrong method of achieving the goal. It doesn't matter, because you've achieved it and one can see that you're successful. But when it comes to thriving, it's a whole new level. Like, the process matters a lot. We need to ask two important questions. How did you achieve the goal? Did you achieve it using the right method? And did you enjoy the process? And so that's what we try to do in Tribe Haven. I have been uploading videos on topics that will help human beings, including myself, to be able to identify good goals, not just anyhow goals, good goals, and then figure out the right way to achieve those goals and also enjoy the process. And the truth is, by our own strength and might, we cannot be able to thrive. We can strive, but not thrive. There's a difference between the two, and that's why sometimes I touch on faith-based topics. And okay, that's just all about Tribe Haven. So once again, everyone is welcome. Isaac, and you listener / viewer, you're welcome. Today's conversation is actually inspired by a video that I watched. If you're in Nigeria, then you definitely know about the Hunt Game Show by Nons Mirage. And of recent, she uploaded a video, and it was quite hilarious. And one thing about her is that she is, will I say workaholic? No, but she has good work ethics. I must give it to her. I love Nons Mirage. I love her work ethics. And so this video is not a shade to her in any way, but it's just that we're just saying our own minds and what we have, like what we can observe from the video. You didn't really watch the video. I watched it, but
I didn't watch it.
yeah, but you're going to like catch up on some of the things, like the main things that transpired in the video that we need to talk about. So the thing is, I want to even know, what's your take on like people going to find love in these love reality shows or love game shows? Do you think it's possible to find like real love, something genuine on a love game show?
Well, it's a place to meet people.
Okay.
Yes. So being a place where you find genuine love is not a possibility if you don't get to know the person.
But he asks some questions like that. So that you can be able to get to know the person more.
You know, many people pretend that because
Yeah.
they feel like if they say something wrong, or if they just like you, or they like what you appear as, they like your pockets, they like your face, they will just come up with lies. You understand?
Yeah.
So finding love, like real love, it's questionable on the show.
Okay, not just her own
Yeah,
show,
on
but
those kind
in
of shows.
okay, but there are some that are like boot camps. The people say, have you heard of Love is Blind?
I think so.
Yeah, like they have
The
conversations
yeah,
without seeing each other and they build connection
I've heard
like
of it.
that.
Yes, I've heard of it.
Before now choosing a person that they are willing to like explore the possibilities of it's not just even a relationship in their own, that one is marriage straight up. A love is blind.
Um, that's how people got married in the past, right? They'll just bring
Okay.
a girl from the village and they'll say, okay, this is your wife. You should just marry her. She's a good girl, but you don't know, you don't know about the girl. So it can work out.
Okay.
But if the person is truly what they spoke about themselves, you know. But these days people lie a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. Because the truth is, what God cannot do does not exist, right?
Yeah, I mean,
So, if he wants to use a love game show to connect the two of you, he can actually do that. But I don't think the game show will be titled Smash or Pass, because that's the title of the video we'll be reacting to or commenting on. And that's not the only title she used to use. She uses titles like Pop the Balloon or Find Love, aka insult people or find a long-term sex partner. And as you will say, find ATM machine. Because the questions they ask to find love, I don't know. And these topics are not even, these titles are not really bad compared to the ones I was seeing last year. Last year we had topics or titles like find love through body types. But I don't think that really became a thing in Nigeria. That was actually in America. They were making some videos with that type of title, and I'm glad that that thing ended. Like the trend of that one ended. I'm just so glad, and at least now it's Pop the Balloon or Find Love, and then we have Smash or Pass that is still raining. But the truth is that I am confused on one thing. I don't know whether I don't know what it takes for someone to be on that show. Is it like an evidence of so much self-confidence that you're willing to like present yourself for people to judge you, or is a total lack of self-worth? I don't know. I can't seem to like pick one among the two.
I think generally those people do those shows just for fun. You understand? It's like
Okay.
just like having fun, just going around and testing their options. I don't think anybody is really serious about uh, meeting somebody. You understand?
Well, but some people are really serious about it too, because the way they react when they say pass, pass is like no, then smash is like, hey, you would like the person. And like the way they react when someone says pass, they'll remove their eyeglass and look at you and will be like, what do you mean? Why pass? And if they say smash, you see them jumping like they're so happy. And then of recent, she started this older people's edition, and people 30 and above, which is so interesting. That means if you're 30, they're saying that you're among the category of older people's edition, which I find super interesting though. And so those people at the initial stage when she started that type of content, the candidates that were coming, they were really serious. They were really looking for love, and some of them were really sharing their
And that's the older
dark,
people, right?
yes,
Because they're the ones that are more ready for marriage.
Okay. But some young people too, I think they are serious because
she should have started the older edition from 35.
Abby.
Because that's when that's the injury time. That's the extra injury time.
Okay, well, that's a topic for another day, injury time or not. Okay, so on this particular episode, the thing is, I'm thinking this will, by the time we're recording this, it will be like the latest upload. But do you know that she has already uploaded another one?
Okay.
This girl is working like, oh my goodness, and that's to show how people are willing to participate in her show. like they are volunteering themselves all the time. Some people are there to catch crews, as you said, or some people maybe they're there to promote their business because they call out their Instagram handle and whatsoever. And some of them they are there not just for the lineup, but for anybody that may be interested, because like you can hit them up in their DM, even if they don't find love among those people there. There was one girl. Okay, no, was it in Nosmirat show? This girl, no, it's not on Nosmirat show. I'm mixing them up. There was one girl. Her name is Choma. There's another person that's uploading videos like this.
Okay, like in Osman.
Yes. The girl,
on the dating kind of stuff.
Yeah, plenty people like this content, but it's really like blowing up. And then there was this particular video. When I was watching it, I read a comment, and then someone in the comment section was like, "No, Smirach, please make this episode, like make this type of videos long now. Let it be at least 2 hours." And the video is already 2 hours. I was like, hey.
He wants it to be longer.
Yeah, there was time she was uploading 3 hours, 4 hours, and people will watch till the end. And we are recording this on a Sunday. And I don't know about you where you are, but where we are and our type of church, if a reverend should spend more than 2 hours, let's give him grace, like 2 hours, 30 minutes. People will start grumbling.
You see faces looking like...
People will start grumbling. And if he should do that for a long stretch, he will hear it during pastor's farm. He will hear it. But see people spending 2 hours and it's like it's nothing. They want more. They need more of those contents. We need to put our priorities straight.
You know, some people, they kind of watch the show to know what to expect from the opposite gender. You know, one gender is always trying to know what the other gender is thinking. Like guys want to know what the ladies are always thinking. Like the ladies want to know how guys think. So they use the show to like study the nature of the opposite sex that they want to date. So I think maybe that's why they are kind of interested in the show. You understand?
Me sometimes I used to watch the show time to time, right? And one lesson I picked from that show is that age is just a number. That's the only good message I think I picked.
How did you come to that?
Because of the lineup, like you see people of different ages, and then the way they interact with the opposite gender. Sometimes some people like their age is by mistake. Or some people will be shocked when they call their age after like speaking, and then they now ask them their age. You'll be shocked. You'll be like, this person is more mature than the previous person that came and is calling a huge number. Well, in this particular one, let's just go deep. Let's go straight into it. Smash or Pass episode 7, I believe. Yeah. Now there's episode 8 already, and maybe before I even upload this video, there will be episode 9 almost, because she's really working hard. Among the lineup, there was a lady. She said she's 24, and then that she's a spiritual influencer. And among the guys, they were like, "Oh, spiritual influencer, in this type of show, you're coming to find love, and then dressed like this." And spiritual was like, is it your influencing?
How was she dressed?
Well, very Gen Z like.
Okay, Gen Z like. That's skimpy like, yeah.
With some crazy jeans, and then I don't want to say spaghetti top because nobody calls it that again. So.
But it has a new name.
Well, I just know people don't say spaghetti top again. That's what it's like. So, Nosmirach was like, is it your influencing? Leave her to promote God the way she wants to. And then people did not really catch up on time. But me, when she said that thing, my mind went somewhere. But I said, okay, let me continue watching. Okay. And so she now said that she wants a guy that's tall like her or above. The guy should be her height or above. That was her spec, that was her criteria. So all the guys that were below her.
An average this spec. Ladies don't like short guys.
No, but some For some, it's not their like a deal breaker, but her, like that's the number one
Out of
requirement.
100%, maybe 10%. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
agree.
yeah, 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 yeah. So she said her height, and she's not short. She's above average.
Okay.
That's the thing. She's above average. So any guy that was below her, she said pass. And then this guy came. He was any guy below her. I mean,
Below her height.
yes, any man, any guy below her height, she said pass. And so this guy came, and he was a little bit above her height. So I was expecting, this will be the first smash, right? She now said pass, and he was like, why? She said, just his mere outfit alone traumatizes her. He's dressing like a pastor. It's giving her pastor
Seems like
vibe.
my type of dressing here in my suit.
Yeah, but his own was senator
Okay.
kind of dressing.
Okay.
Yeah. But yours to compare. Oh, really? Yours is Gen Z.
Senator is more of what do you call it? Serious party, mature kind of dressing. Doesn't have to be pastor. So she was looking for someone with a crazy kind of jeans.
Yeah, I think so. And so she was like, it's already traumatizing her. People did not catch up on that point too when she said that it's traumatizing her. Okay, he left, and then the next guy came, and he was dressing Gen Z type, but with a chain that had a cross on it. And she said no. Like when she said pass, the guy removed his eyeglass and he was like, because he was feeling himself now, and he's taller than her too. He was like, why? She now said, the cross. Then Nosferatu was like, maybe he's a priest. And so like Nosferatu was thinking, spiritual influencer, priest, perfect match now. The girl said, no, she doesn't want to marry, like she's not interested. And he now said that no, he's not a priest, it's just for fashion. She was like, but you're a Christian now. He now said yes. He said, she doesn't like Christians. That was when it dawned on everyone that, let's investigate this spiritual influencing.
Is she a witch? Is she a spiritual influencer for the Muslims?
So they asked her, are you a Muslim? She said no. Are you a traditionalist? No. You know, in Nigeria, these are the three major religions. They now noticed the snake tattoo on her arm. You're like, are you a worshiper of snake? She said no. She is a spiritualist, and that's all. She doesn't engage herself in any form of organized religion. So be it Christianity, Islam, or any form of organized religion, she's not into that. And like the guy started shouting, no, them Jesus is the real God, though. They serve the real God. God the Father is the Almighty God. Because she said something that she is God. They now ask her like, who are you serving? Who is your God in this spiritual influencing that you're doing? Who is your God? She answered that she is God. She said she doesn't believe that there's another entity as God or Satan.
Did she create the heavens and the earth? How is she God?
The universe is God. So the heavens and the earth, like, is part of the universe, right? So the universe it's God itself, and she is part of the universe, so she is also God. You know, it's somehow similar to what we believe Christians. We believe that, okay, like God is in everything. So she believes that since she's in the universe, which is God, she too, she's like God, but she doesn't say that. She does not say that she's part of God. She said that she is God herself.
Okay.
That means you are God, I am God. And you know the Bible said that we are gods with like small g.
Yes.
But this thing is that bad these days. People are shifting, like they'll contaminate the truth with a lie so that they can achieve one of two things. It's either you accept the lie because of the truth, or you reject the truth because of the lie. So she said she is God, right? And she only needs to like meditate so that she can connect with her inner self, and then she can achieve enlightenment. And I see people like Christians running away from meditation nowadays because people that are spiritualists, they are really using that word. And some Christians that really want to be serious with their Christianity, they will say like anything that is these people are practicing, that means it's bad, and so I need to run away from it. But meditation is for Christians. You are supposed to meditate on the word of God. And then these people, they manifest. You hear them say things like, I manifested this, the universe brought it to me, and they will give the glory to themselves or to the universe. But us Christians, you are supposed to manifest the glory of God.
Okay, so I'm guessing the lady in the video, she was about meditation on all those kind of stuff.
Yeah, so she meditates so as to connect to her inner self, and then that's how she's able to like harness her higher power, because she's claiming that she's God. So every human being has a higher power in them that they need to like reach out to, and then you can do that by reaching the stage of enlightenment. And how do you get enlightened? Well, there are different steps, and one of them is through meditation. Like you see them like in yoga is part of it somehow, because this all these spiritualists and whatsoever is part of the New Age movement. And so many people have not heard about it, or they have heard about it but they think maybe it's just the opposite of old school. It's New Age, and whatever is being propelled in the New Age is the New Age movement.
Now that you mentioned the New Age movement, I was reading about it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I also met someone like that.
Another spiritual influencer.
Yeah, a spiritual influencer. But funny enough, this person was a Christian. She was a Christian.
Okay.
Yeah, but she was a Christian that was delving into all the meditations, and her own was, she believed her birth and her month of birth had something to control her life. Yeah, so all those zodiac signs. Yeah, and then she believed in the universe, like you said, some other things like that. This person was, she belonged to a church, but still, when she was talking to me, it sounded so strange. It was as if she was reading another witchcraft, because she was like, she can manifest things to come. So I was wondering how she manifests. Is it through, you say you're a Christian, is it through the blood of Jesus? Is it through the power of Jesus? Say no, that she has the ability to read into the stars and the moon or whatever. And I happen to have a number on what she was posting on status. It was all the stuff that was totally different from the Christian faith. So I think it's in line with what the New Age.
So now she has accepted the lie because it has been matched with the truth somehow. But she's supposed to manifest the glory of God as a Christian. And you see in these dating shows, but some of the contestants, they'll be like, "What's your zodiac sign?" And some people are fed up with that thing now. I'm glad. Like, and mostly it's girls. Like, "What's your zodiac sign? Are you Cancer, Leo, whatever?"
Pisces.
And then this thing but is now getting to be like, it's getting to another level. And I think the name for it is syncretism, like mixing of different religions, because New Age movement itself is a combination of different religions, basically Hinduism, Buddhism, which is also a stem of Hinduism. And then some Christians are now buying into it, so they are synchronizing it with Christianity again. And so the truth and the lie have been interwoven so much that you need to really know the truth so much so that you can be able to point it out. No matter how they mix it with the lie, you will not grab any lie because it has been attached to a truth. And you will not reject any truth because it has been attached to a lie. And then like in this Big Brother, I know they are currently doing Big Brother, the last Big Brother All Stars. You know, did you watch it?
All Stars.
Yes.
I'm not really a big fan of Big Brother, but
yeah.
But I follow. I think I follow from Twitter and other places, and the highlights.
Okay, there was one person in the house last year, the Big Brother All Stars. He's an actor. He's in him as an actor. So I saw him in the house, and I was like, oh, someone that I've been watching his movies. And then I realized that okay, he was there before, and people did not like him right from the start because of his history. When he was there in the first, like his first time being in Big Brother, the way he acted, people did not love some of the things. And so when they saw him in All Stars, they were like,
okay, is it the guy with the
bulgy
the
eyes.
bulgy eyes.
Yes.
That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah. So, but me, I was.
Yeah, I saw some part of post about him.
Oh,
They said
okay.
he was always instigating people against the others.
Yes, and especially like women.
Yeah,
Like he
he
was
was a troublesome person. That's why they didn't like him.
yeah.
Although he was giving them tough time in the house.
Okay.
Yeah, they tried to remove him. But
Yeah, they tried to remove him, but it's like it's not just working. And then on the outside, viewers were like, which soap are you using? Cut for us small now. Please cut for us, Papa, cut for us the soap. You know when they say soap, like the one that they have cooked for you.
What are the powers?
And then as I was watching, I now realized that okay, he's into all these crystals. And it's part of the New Age movement.
He was into crystals.
Yeah.
Serious.
So he also meditates.
He spoke about it in the house.
Yes.
Wow.
So like he meditates and then he's into crystals. So he brought some of the crystals to the house, in fact.
And you know there are so many people that are into this stuff. Like when I was reading about it, when that girl told me about it, there's this lady, I don't know if you know her. In the 90s.
Okay.
There were some guys that were very famous. They were the Michael Jacksons of those time. After Michael Jackson, I think within that period, they call them the Beatles. It was a band.
Okay.
Yeah. They said they were also free. Is it the New Age religion people? They believed in the universe. They said it was when they went to India that they saw the practice, and then they brought it to America. And you know how stanship culture is. So when they came, that's how everybody decided to follow what they were doing, and then they had followers.
And then like so many educated people are into this thing in America, but so many educated
America
people.
is actually one of the largest populations of people that claim to worship the universe. They like believe in like the New Age movement stuff.
Yes, because the truth is that most of their explanations and their beliefs it's somehow logical. And you know Americans now, before they were atheists or is it atheist myself? How do they pronounce that?
Atheist.
Yeah, okay. Most of them, or let me not say most of them, but they have high number of atheists, right? God help me to be able to pronounce this word. Okay, they have so many atheists, and then now some of them were able to see that they cannot continue believing that there's no God, because they have experienced some things that has proved to them that there must be a spiritual realm. And so now this New Age movement is now covering that aspect that atheism now is living out. So anyone that escapes atheism is now jumping into the trap of New Age movement. Like they are waiting for you. You know now that there's a spiritual realm, right? Okay, we got you covered.
Yeah, there's also this black lady. I don't know if you know her. She's not married. She's into presentation of. She's like a journalist. No, in America.
Okay.
She's quite popular. She was also of the idea that she said she was a Christian when they first asked her. Okay. She has never been married. She said she's not going to get married, and she said she was a practicing Christian. And then later she now came up that she believes in the universe. She practices general love. That there's nothing like. She said she can be a Christian and also be this thing. She even doubted that Jesus is the only way to God. She said
that's another thing.
She said she had the ability to reach out to God through the universe. That Jesus was not the only way through to God.
And in this,
she said she's a Christian.
Okay, so like he's just one of the doors that is leading to God, but he's not the only door.
Yeah.
Wow. And that's really like an issue for most people. You'll be like, how did you know that Jesus is the only way? Because he said so. He said he's the only way. In the book of John chapter 10, like he said, he's the door, right, that leads to God. But before him, there were others like him. But all those ones are thieves. I'll leave the detailed quotation on the screen. Like he said that people that came before him, they were thieves. And so you'd be like, so because some people would be like, okay, how about the Buddha? You know the Buddha, right?
Yeah.
Like, what about him? He was also a good man. Jesus is a good man. You know, I said this New Age movement is a combination of different things. And then in Chinese religion, there's this yin and yang, good and bad energy. So he said that once the bad energy in the world is almost overcoming the good, God sent avatars, a messenger from God or from the universe, someone that the spirit of the cosmic Christ decides to rest upon, so that that person can bring balance. Like that person will now begin to teach good things, and then he will now gain followers. You know, the Buddha, he had his followers, Jesus had his followers, Muhammad had his followers, and so the avatar will come with his teachings of peace and all those things, so as to bring balance to the world. And so that Jesus is just one of them, because the guys in this video, they were saying that they serve Yahweh, they serve Yeshua HaMashiach, and the thing is, they don't even know the difference between the two. But she now said that, oh, Yeshua, he's just a normal human being that the spirit of the cosmic Christ fell upon. And those guys were not able to see anything afterwards. Like, they had no point to like counteract what she just said, because they were lost. And that girl was sounding more educated in what she was saying than the guys combined, all of them. Everybody, let me not say the guys only, because even the girls were mute. They were not seeing anything. And so the host now called someone from behind the scenes. She was like, come on, see what this girl is saying, please, what do you have to say? The only thing that person behind the scenes said that I was like, yes, thank God he said something of like something that is carrying weight. She said a lot of things, but one thing I felt that was able to carry weight was when she said, okay, you're a spiritualist, you connect to the spirit realm, right? That means any spirit that is around, you can just connect to that spirit, not knowing whether the spirit is good or is bad. You just connect to the spirit, because you're like a Bluetooth that is on any device that's around. You just connect to it.
They believe, the New Age people, they believe in taking from everywhere. And someone that takes from everywhere, you know, you can receive what you don't even bargain for, because there are different spirits flying all around. There's a good and a bad. And when you just open your spirit to say anything should direct you, it's very wrong.
And it's that spirit that is directing, but they are being deceived that it's their inner power. They will not think that it's them. They are connecting to their inner power, not knowing that they have given access to another spirit.
You're borrowing from Buddhism, you're borrowing from Christianity, you're borrowing from, what's their name?
Hinduism and every Chinese religion, everywhere.
There's what they call cultural appropriation. Borrowing somebody's culture and trying to make it your own. I think that's what the New Age people are all about, and that is very wrong. They don't have
they don't see it like that.
They don't have a prophet. They don't have.
They are their own gods. So do they need prophets? That's what I'm saying. When they can talk to themselves all the time.
They don't believe in. You can't be your own prophet. Yes. In life, in fact, generally in the universe, we need to put ourselves under control. You understand? Under a leadership of a government.
In this,
it's just like bringing up a child from little now, and then you said, okay. I won't train him, I won't guide him, I won't show him the way. I will leave him to find his own way. That is what the New Age movement is all about.
And that's what they're doing in America now. Even gender, you cannot assign gender.
And that's what is leading to crime. And although them, they preach, I know that I read that they were preaching wellness, preaching doing good and sharing love around. But the background of the foundation of what they stand on is faulty.
Because us human beings, as she rightly said, we have the ability to do good, we have the ability to do bad. So on our own, we can't do good all the time. We just can't. That's why we need the Holy Spirit. We need a spirit to help us. But this time around, they feel like the spirit is within them, they're reaching out to it. But it's not even the Holy Spirit they're relying on, it's just what it is actually. This thing is entering into Nigeria and so many other places. It's no longer just in America. Like this particular girl, she's here. She's saying she's an
It's
influencer.
fast entering into Nigeria. If you come on Twitter now, they have a section of people that are anti-Christ. Is it anti-Jesus?
Okay.
It is still anti-Christ, anti-Jesus. Anytime they hear of a faith or they see a father of faith posting, they try to attack him. They look for fault in anything that has to do with the gospel. And because of little knowledge that they have, they believe that now they are above every kind of religion, any kind of belief.
And then we're just in a generation that people hate to be under authority, and that's why they fall victim of this new age movement, because it's not an organized religion. You don't have to answer to anyone. No one has to like be the one that will dictate how they worship. Like, even though they have their teachings, but you do it the way you want.
Yeah, there's even a documentary that was flying some time back of someone that was under the new age religion kind of stuff. He said there was a spirit that was telling him to sacrifice his family. Yeah, he was just like a free thinker. So he opened himself to some evil spirit that he said the spirit directed him to kill his family.
He did?
Yeah.
He did?
He did.
Oh my goodness.
I think there were 2 or 3 cases like that in the US. Stemming from this new age free spirit kind of listen, trying to connect with the universe.
Yes.
There are spirits.
Your Bluetooth is on, you're just connecting to anything
So
that's passing by.
He went to connect to the evil spirit part.
Of course, it's definitely the evil spirit, because you're trying to be the one in control. Like, you're not going through Jesus. You're not like. Definitely, it's an
claim
evil
to be
spirit
their
that
own
you
prophets,
connect
and you can never be your own prophet. You can never be your own prophet. You need a prophet. You need a guide. You need a structure, a leadership. And when did their own new movement start?
It's not recent.
It started from the late 90s.
Well, you can't be so sure, because this thing, maybe that's when it became popular.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's when it became popular. Although when I was reading, they said there were some people that had an idea that spoke of it, but it was not popular then because there were more prominent people, and that's why it was even recorded that this person had this school of thought. You understand? Even Einstein, yeah. He was someone that we call an atheist, right?
Well, there was a place I read. He said that he believes in God,
Yes.
but not the personal God, like a God that knows you in specific.
So you see, those are the kind of beliefs everyone will just come up with this.
Yeah.
Just as an example, he didn't really state, or he was not really listed as one of the new age people, but his own belief in God was something out of the norm.
What we believe in. Yeah.
And because of his discovery and his gifts now, someone who wants to practice what he's practicing because they think that that was what gave him the wisdom.
Like, for someone as logical as he was, and for him to believe this, that means it's definitely the truth. That's what people think.
And it's not like that. It's not like that.
And God said he will not share his glory with any man. And many people are trying to be God. They're claiming to be God. We need to be careful. And going back to this girl, she said to the first guy that his dressing alone was traumatizing to her.
Okay.
We later found out that she's a daughter to pastors. Her parents are actually pastors.
Oh, wow.
And that's why she feels traumatized by people that give the pastor vibe.
Okay, so something must have happened with her dad. Did she state what really happened?
She didn't. And that's just show how it's not easy to be a parent. Like, it has to be something very deliberate. And the thing is, most of us Christians in this generation were born into Christianity. We didn't really go to search for it. We just found ourselves in it. And some people feel like, I was born like this, I don't need to even stress, I don't need to do too much. I know that Christianity is the true religion, and that's all about it. Like they don't take the extra step to know about this religion that they were born into.
Yeah, exactly. Because if those guys in the show had really known what, they would have even been able to explain to her the dictates of Christianity and
Yeah.
tell her that no, there's nothing like just being out in the spiritual realm and without a guide, without a direction.
Yeah. And it reminds me of the passage in the Bible that says we should be prepared at all times so that we can be able to defend why we have this hope that we have. When people ask us the reason for our faith in Jesus, we are supposed to be well prepared so that we can say it to them. But the guys in this episode, we were clearly not prepared. They were just shouting, hey, Christianity is the real religion, or it's the true religion, Jesus Christ is the way. And she said, Jesus Christ is just a normal human being, but you couldn't even see anything. She said that he's just like Muhammad, like any other avatar that was sent. Like anybody can reach that level of enlightenment, and then the spirit of the cosmic Christ can come upon that person, and then the person will be doing miracles.
Muhammad died and resurrect. Did you hear that?
Well, maybe the level of the enlightenment is different, like there are stages and steps to it, but they were clearly not prepared and they were just shouting, they were not even graceful. And what do you expect, well, from people that are there smashing and passing? No shades, I'm not judging, but like
smashing and passing is
it is what it is, seriously. And Christians, we need to be really awake now, because there are so many people that are willing and they are working hard to influence you to become a new ager. I think that's what they call themselves, a new ager. So don't just be contented with the fact that you know that Christianity is the real religion. Okay, it's one thing to know that this thing is out here and right here with us. People are actively trying to influence others to join them. And so what are we supposed to do? What's your advice to people now? What's your advice to Christians?
Okay, this is going out to Christians first of all, because we must know the real dictates of Christianity. There are 4 concepts that define Christianity.
Okay.
We have only one God. That's the first one. There are not many gods. Yes, Bible said we are gods. Yes, true. But it explained that concept as Him creating us in His likeness. You understand? Not like we are the creators of the world, but we are to act like Him. Yeah. He gave us His qualities. And it's not even all His qualities He gave us. We cannot be everywhere at the same time.
Yeah.
Like the way the New Age people are claiming. There's only one God. So don't allow anybody to tell you that you are God, like the God the Creator. You cannot be God the Creator. You are not God in G. Yes, exactly. And then number 2, Jesus is the only way to the Father. Jesus is the only way.
Also, you said there's only one God. I'm just imagining someone saying, Shay, people said that Jesus is also your God, and then now you're saying that there's only one God. So continue.
Okay. We have what we call Trinity.
You will make it more
complicated. Now we're talking to Christians.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But unbelievers, if they want to know, they can ask more questions.
But there are some Christians that have this as a question in their heart too.
About the Trinity?
Yes. I'm telling you, there are Christians living with such questions in their heart. And they're yet to get the answer.
There are baby Christians, you understand? So even if you give your life to Christ today, tomorrow we'll still call you a Christian. In fact, the next 1 minute we'll call you a Christian. Yeah. But you need to study your word. You need to know what the scripture really states, so that when you meet someone that is trying to convert you or trying to lure you away from the truth, you can be able to speak up and say what it is. True peace comes only from Jesus. Doing good will not take you to heaven. Sharing gifts will not take you to heaven. We must receive of the salvation of Jesus for us to really live in true peace. There are billionaires, there are people that have never offended anybody, but yet they don't have true peace. You understand? There's a peace that God will give you that the new age stuff they are saying can never give you. Yeah. So you have to taste it before you know it.
Okay, it's like you said, 4
Okay, let's leave it at 3.
Okay, 3.
Yeah,
Three
I can remember
chapters.
3. Just these are the 3 basic ones.
Okay. The thing is about this new age stuff, they believe that they are the ones making things happen. I think the word I wanted to remember that time that we were seeing being everywhere is abstract projection.
Yeah.
Most times people think that they are the ones doing the great things. They are manifesting a house, manifesting a car, a job, a spouse, whatsoever. They are the ones doing it. And there's this thing, opening of the third eye.
You know, even the Christians, there are some churches that teach manifestation.
Okay, but how do they do it?
I think we've had this discussion behind the camera, talking about hyper grace.
Okay.
Yeah, all those ones that be like, just wherever you go, claim it and it's yours, claim it.
Okay.
And then they'll be repeating, it's mine.
Yeah, and just by repeating it, they'll get it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's close to the one New Age movement they are promoting, because they'll be like, says, I am bold, I am beautiful. And the thing is, we are supposed to say good things. We have declarations as Christians, right? We're not the ones bringing those things to pass. It's God that is bringing them to reality in our lives. But in New Age movement, they claim that it's you, because you're saying it and you so much believe it, the universe will now bring it to you. And the thing is, you think you're the one doing it, but you are indirectly or unknowingly opening, yes, you're opening doors for the enemy, for another power to possess you and do those things. Because this New Age movement is in stages. When you just start back, we'll tell you like just be declaring things like that. Yeah, it will look so innocent.
And you'll be like, that sounds like some Christianity that some churches preach.
Yeah. But when you now enter deep, that's when they now give you crystals. And then you now go deeper, they give you some books that you'll be reading out those things as meditation. You'll not just be saying your own words, you'll be reading out the words. And that's when you now start witchcraft. So many people have become witches without knowing as a result of this New Age movement. And they see things happening for them. And they think that they're the ones. Doing it, not knowing that they have given room for another spirit to use them. And then they give glory to themselves.
From the beginning, whatever they are looking for, they used to get it through those things. And that's why I think some of them used to follow. They don't know that they are following another power that is not of God. Instead of settling down for what God can give, they are trying to invoke power from the moon.
Yeah, and like this analogy I used to give, like the enemy and God, but they are like two parents. One is the one with the custody of the children, one is the visiting parent. God is the one with us. He has the rightful custody to us, right? And then the enemy is like the visiting parent. And so when you go to the visiting parent, you'll be like, he'll give you everything you want as quick as you want it. But the real parent that you're staying with will like have to see whether this thing is good for you or not, and check if the timing is right or not. So if you go to all these New Age movement things, crystals, they may work at the beginning because the visiting parent is trying to win your heart. He wants you to see him as the best parent among the two. And it's so unfortunate that people are so impatient and they're falling for that trap.
If you go to the devil, he will most likely give you what you're looking for quickly.
Yeah.
But that is what God has planned for you, but it's not the right time for it. But he'll give you ahead of it so that you block the bigger one that is planned for.
And that thing myself will now cause havoc to you. And the Bible says that the blessings of the Lord make it rich and added no sorrow. So the timing has to be right in order for the blessing not to add sorrow. But if you go to the wrong source, he will give it to you at your own timing, and it may end up bringing sorrow to you. And going back to that girl, you think that she'll go home single, right? As they used to say, single, you're gonna go home single. She had a match in that lineup with all the guys shouting, hey, we'll not go with somebody that's worshiping serpents and rocks whatsoever, because they were claiming that she's worshiping serpent because of the tattoo. and then someone still found her like, this is the woman I want to know better and start dating, or maybe smashing, who knows, because it's smash or pass. And the comment section, they were like, they like this guy, he knows what he wants and he was able to go for it regardless of what others were saying. He's not easily swayed by other people's opinion. And this girl, because of how she was knowledgeable in what she was saying and practicing, she was able to like win the heart of most people in the comment section. And that makes me like, that makes my heart bleed even the more.
That means her influencing power was.
Yes. She's really influencing.
She called herself spiritual influencer.
Yep. They were like, this girl knows what she's talking about. She has more sense than all these guys. And maybe they are right. The guys were not bringing out any points. They are just shouting and screaming and doing whatever. Because they don't even know the religion they are practicing. They don't know the God they are serving.
The neutral Christian kind guys.
Like, I found myself here and I was born into Christianity and that's it. Like, no. Gone are the days, seriously. Don't rely on what has been keeping you. That's my advice. My number one advice after all this analysis of what happened in the video. My advice to everyone, every believer, is that don't rely on what has been keeping you for it to keep you in the next 5 years. The knowledge of God that has kept you up to this point, don't be super confident that it's going to keep you in the next 5 years. Because plenty weapons are being fashioned against the salvation of man, against Christians. And New Age movement is one of them. And this New Age movement alone, the enemy can achieve so much using it. And so we need to educate ourselves on this God that we believe is the real God. We need to educate ourselves on Jesus that we believe he is the way, the only way to the only God, the only real God. Because they are coming with questions that if you're unable to answer, you yourself, you start doubting your own self. You start doubting your belief. Like, you know that you believe that you are serving the real God, and when they ask you some questions, I call them the right wrong questions. Or is it the wrong right questions? Questions that will shake your faith. You start questioning, this God, what has he even done for me? Or like, what proof do I have that he really exists? You start questioning yourself. And let's see, okay, you are very strong. Nothing can shake you. How about your siblings? How about your friends? How about your children that you're going to give birth to? Like this girl now, her parents are pastors, but they are unable to like guide her in that path that they believe in. And now she's not only a new ager, but she's influencing for it. That's how convinced she is. Most Christians are not going out to evangelize. They're not preaching about their faith because they're not even fully convinced. And if you're not fully convinced about this belief that you have, anything can come and just push you away from it.
Yes.
And so we need to like study the word more. We need to meditate on the word as they are meditating on whatever they are meditating on. You meditate on the word. Don't run away from meditation. Let's not leave it to them. It's ours, and we will manifest the glory of God. Let's meditate on the word. Let's watch videos, podcasts, whatever. And my other advice, my second advice is that don't wait for the questions to come to you. You should first go to the questions. You are the one to go to the questions first. What I mean by that is that if the questions should be done to come to you first, that means you're already in a compromising situation in life. Things are not working well, and so you're now doubting this religion you're practicing, this God you're serving, and so doubtful questions will now begin to come. So the question is the one that has come to you first. And at that point, you are very vulnerable. Because anything, any lie that sounds logical can easily convince you, and then you'll be swayed out of Christianity, out of the real religion that you currently believe that is the real religion. But if you go to the question first, that means while you're still in this wonderful state of life that you're in, while you still see God as a good God, while it is still easy for you to say, God is good, this is the perfect time to start asking those daring questions so that you can afford to be patient in his presence to hear from him. Because when the question comes to you first, but you're not patient to, you want to know the answer, right? You have the question, you want to know the answer, but you're not patient enough to wait for God to speak to you because you're already in a tight corner. You want answer sharp. But if you're the one going to the question first, then you can afford to be patient. You can afford to sit down under his presence for him to guide you, lead you to the right podcast, lead you to the right scriptures and all. And then what other points will I share on this?
And then another thing is, some people they follow friends. They want to look cool. Because there's something about this. Most of these new age people, they are kind of like cool dressing people. Those that are a bit rich or doing well in one of their fields or something, and then they feel like if I act like this person, I'll be cool. We have to make our own Christianity cool, so that they don't admire another person's belief. You understand? Because it's influences. The lady's name that I was talking about, Oprah Winfrey.
Okay, you mean Oprah Winfrey is?
Yeah.
She lives in New Age. She's a New Ager.
She's a New Ager that also claims to be a Christian.
Okay.
Which is not a possibility.
Okay,
a Christian cannot be a New Ager. You can't mix the love and beans and spaghetti and okra, egusi. That's the New Age. That's the New Age pattern. Borrowing from everywhere, picking this and that, and then trying to work with it.
Yeah.
Christianity is all about separation from the world, separation from other patterns, and
being different,
being under the leadership of the Lord.
Yeah. And I think that has brought us to almost the end of our conversation. Is there anything that you'd like to add?
We should just be on the lookout against doctrines. Even there are pastors that preach things that are not right. They are motivational speakers now. They read books from these New Agers, and then they preach motivation instead of preaching the word of God. And our human spirit, we like things that make us feel important, things that make us feel great. So they'll be like, right on, pastor, right on. It makes you feel good. They try to make you feel good. And the word of God, it doesn't always make you feel good. They said it is like a two-edged sword. It pierces through you. It might bring pain. Our Gen Z friends, they like going to where makes them feel good. Makes them feel nice.
The Bible says that in the last days, people will be like they will have itchy ears. They want to hear what will just sound good to them.
It's not everything that sounds good that is good. You must learn to differentiate, because the new age is coming on a good front. In fact, as a normal person, you say they're not preaching against. In fact, they're not preaching sin. They're not killing anybody. They're not saying you should steal. They're just trying to uplift themselves. They're just trying to grow themselves. They're just trying to elevate themselves. That's what they preach. They're trying to elevate themselves, connect with their higher
version.
So,
and it's, sorry to cut you short, it's way easier to me, but I feel like it's way easier to convince an atheist, or is it an atheist? God help me to be able to pronounce this word, but you know what I mean.
Atheist. Yeah,
atheist. Okay. It's easy to convince an atheist that there's God, and then you now point him to the real God. Because I feel like in these last days, the spiritual realm is very more obvious than before.
The New Agers believe they are on a good path.
Yes, they believe that there's a spiritual path already that they know of.
It's just like Bill Gates now. He's someone that doesn't also believe in God. But I'm not sure there's on the natural scale, there are Christians that have done far better than him in the eyes of the Lord. But if in face value of people, of humans, naturally, if you just call a random person and call a random Christian, they will say Bill Gates has done far more good than any Christian. Yeah, and they'll be like, I have to follow what he's teaching because, yes, he's on the right path. He's doing something good.
He's a better human than most Christians that have come across.
Yeah, you understand. His religion is philanthropy.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you'll be like, he's not doing anything bad. But no, that is not the basics. The basics of salvation. It's not only goodness.
Yeah.
It's not only doing good.
Yeah. So next time you're on a hunt game show looking for love, instead of just looking at bank accounts and whether the person is physically or spec or not, ask religion whether they are new agers or what, whether they're spiritual influencers.
Well, the show is not even a faith-based show, so.
No, but people ask questions that they want to, like anything that can help you decide whether this is your match or not.
For the Christians that on the show that want to, okay, maybe. You're talking to the Christians that want to come on the show.
Yeah.
I think we also did our kind of shows, dating Christian shows.
Oh, people say that it will be boring.
What will be boring about it?
The composure and demureness, the latest new word. Demure.
I saw it trending sometimes back.
It will be too demure. They need some spice. You know, that's why like people love the non-spiritual hunt game show because of the spice, the insults.
The spice is sin. They like the sin.
Okay.
They'll be like insults.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't like your shape. You don't like what God created.
And this is their own preference now. It's their own preference.
But it's the creation of God.
Yeah. And you're not supposed to insult. Yes, you're not going with the person. That person is not your spec. We understand. But no need to insult the person. And the older people's edition, but initially there were no insults. People were not insulting each other. But the last one I saw, they were insulting each other. And now people are no longer interested in the older people's edition again because they have lost that
decorum.
And that thing that sets them apart, that makes them different from the younger people's edition. They're not like competing to be giving fire.
I think this is just about content now. It's mostly content. It's just for fun. Like I said from the beginning of our talk, it's mostly for fun. And that's why it's just like a yabbing show. Because I haven't really watched the show, the program, but from the clips I've been seeing, the short clips, it's just people trying to who can insult the other more. There's one that was telling the girl that he was trying like just insult. You understand? So I don't think that's Christians should come up with their own show that.
In America, there's the Christian version. I saw the Christian version, but they are still trying to level up their game.
We can replicate that in Nigeria.
Yeah, we can. But you know, Nigerians, they like bass posts. Every bass there should be an equivalent post. So, I think we've come to the end of this episode. We have more to come, and so we would like you to subscribe so that you will not miss out on any episode. As I said earlier from the beginning of the video, we make videos around things that will help you thrive in life, not just succeed. And usually I used to say, why only succeed when you can thrive? At the end of all my videos, that's what I say. Why only succeed when you can thrive? So until next time, from me, Blessing is bye.
And from me, Isaac too. Bye.